This video is about what it takes to make a spell real. Now, when I was a kid and I wanted to learn about magic, I wanted to do magic. I watched all the movies back in the 70s, even some of them from the 60s, about magicians and Satanists and devil worshippers and all this magic and fantasy. And I would ask my dad, is that real? Can that really be done? He said no. And in my church, again, magic wasn't real. Nobody did magic in real life. It was just something that was for movies or books. And I didn't read the Bible because if I had, the Bible warned you against it. And why would the Bible warn you against something that wasn't real? So I set about to see if I could do a real magic spell. And I tried one, and it worked. And so I tried another one, and that worked even better. And I tried a third one, and that one got me hooked. I did the third one, and they were all for money, and each one was more and more successful than the last one. I was just like, this is awesome. This is the best thing ever. Now, for me to make my magic spells work, there's 3 ingredients that any Satanist or witch needs. You need intention. So you have to want your magic spell to work. So when some people are reading a book and it has magic spells in it from a story, you're reading that for entertainment. It may or may not be your intention to actually work the spell you're reading, so that spell may not work. But a lot of people would have the intention of, oh look, I found a new spell. I want that to work. And they have the intention of doing a magic spell. Now you also need repetition. So usually the very first time a Satanist tries a spell, it doesn't work because they've only said it this one time. So you have repetition and intention. Now you would think if you only needed those 2 ingredients, then everybody's magic spells would work all the time. With only those 2 ingredients, everybody's got those. Now here comes the 3rd ingredient, and this is where it comes from being something that's still harmful to being something that's like a nuclear bomb going off right next to you, where you cannot recover, you cannot run away and hide, you cannot go anywhere that's safe enough without repenting and counting on God to save you. You definitely can't do this yourself, because step 3 is you need a demon present. That's what it takes to make a magic spell real and work. Intention, repetition, and a demon present. Now remember that this demon that's present is sent from Satan, and Satan doesn't love you. He's not the good guy. If you look up in the Bible how many references there are to him, none of them say, you can trust this guy, he's okay. All of them are, liar and a murderer from the beginning. He's a thief. He's everything vile and despicable and disgusting is this guy. Now, he doesn't love you, and he doesn't even like you, and he doesn't, even as when people are wanting to be Satanists and wanting to follow him, in a perfect world, you remember, this is a creature made of like pure ego, and you'd think, well, he wants me to worship him. If I worship him, he'll give me what I want. Well, he'll dangle just enough in front of you for you to do what he wants you to do. But he ultimately doesn't want you to worship him. I know that sounds contradictory, but he wants you to not worship God. Do you see the paradox there? So, he wants you to wallow in the mud. He wants you to suffer. He wants you to be in pain. He wants your soul to be separate from God. He wants you to die, and he wants you to spend an eternity in hell.